Hey guys, welcome back. Today I am going to set up my Kodiak Canvas 10x14 VX canvas tent. I've done this a couple of times. I'm going to try to do this a little bit faster. Part of the thing is on this is I want to test stakes out, because when I tried this before it started raining, the ground was super hard and it was a complete nightmare. So let's give this a go. Hello, I wanted to jump in here for a quick minute just to kind of clarify something about this video. One, there was two parts to this video that I was trying to accomplish. One is I wanted to set it up by myself. Two, I wanted to check the stakes. And three, which kind of rolls back into the first part, is I wanted to see how well I could do it, and I wanted to demonstrate to other people, because one of the key features the reason why I picked this particular tent was because it said that you could put it up by yourself. Now, I'm 49 years old. I'll be turning 50 here in the summer, and not in the greatest of shape, as you will hear. So all the huffing and puffing in there, I was getting tired. Bending over and stuff gets tiring. But what I wanted to show is that if you're somebody like me, then you kind of have an expectation of how this is going to be. So, and if you're in better shape, then this will be super easy. One thing I will say, just to clarify, is when I put the stakes in where the poles go in, and I double checked with Competitive Edge products, who I bought it from, and they said that there was supposed to be a stake everywhere, makes it a hell of a lot easier, because whenever you pick that pole up, if you don't have it in there, and I tried it a couple of times without, because I was thinking, oh, I don't want to bang down on that pole. Well, the whole side comes up and it's a real pain, and then you end up having to have someone hold down or kind of do something to try to keep that peg down so you can put the pole in it. Having the stake in that pole, in that section to where it holds it, was really helpful. But you'll see that in the video coming up. We got our canvas tent in the bag. This is the tent, these are the poles. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move this out of the way for right now. Super heavy. But one thing I will say is with it breaking, I mean, if you look at the weight on it, it seems really high, but in actuality, they split it up in two boxes. The poles are in one, not box. The whole box is really heavy, but they have two bags for it, so it makes it a little bit more manageable so you can carry it. I was a little worried about that because I have a bad back and I wasn't sure how that was going to work out. So on this thing, it comes with this big ass case bag for the thing. You can see it's pretty windy out here already. So I'm just going to unbuckle it, get closer. And you can see that it just rolls into this, and then it just has these clip straps to get it to hold it in. A little bit hard to get in the first time. Had to roll it pretty tight, but basically just undo these and then just roll it out. I got to figure out where I went the first time. So all right. Okay, so I'm gonna fold this out. Well, let me do it this way. Okay. So the front of the tent has the awning, so I just had to double check to make sure where that's at. Okay. So now I'm going to open up the stake bag and the pole bag. I'll just lay them out here now. Okay. Whew. Okay, so these are the stakes that come with it. They are pretty nice, but you can see I've already bent some of these. The ground out here gets really hard. Makes it really tough. Any of these that don't work, I'm going to use some lag bolts that I bought, but we'll start with these first. So I'm going to just cram these in. One thing you'll notice, the older version of this that I read about didn't have the metal hoop. It was all just fabric. So they've now added this, which I think is pretty cool. So these are going in much easier than last time. Okay, so we'll go over here. And one of the other things that I made a mistake on before was not pulling it tight. So I'm going to try to make sure I don't make that mistake this time. Whoops. Okay. Let me grab. All right, I'm going to do the other ends. See, this isn't as bad as last time, so I am happy about that. Okay. You can see that this one is really mangled. So the first time I tried to put this in was really tough. Okay. Got the corners in. Now I'm just going to go around and do the rest of them. Yeah. Okay. So one thing that I had to ask about was this one. Can you see this? This is the stake where the cross arm is going to go in, or that's the main pole. And I wasn't sure if you were supposed to pound this in, but I talked to the guys at Competitive Edge where I bought it from, and they said everywhere there's a loop, you're supposed to put one. So I'm going to do that now. All right. Okay, let me grab some more stakes. Whoops. Again, this is the other part for the main tent stake to go, or pole to go through. Well, that one does not want to go in right. Okay. Whew, this is tiring. So the hardest part with this tent is pounding in the stakes. The rest of it is kind of easy, kind of. Make sure when you put this in, this little nub has to go down. Okay, so now we have to do the part for the FlexBow, which are these. So 2 go on each one. 2 here, 1. And what I've noticed, put this one in first, because the one end has a rubber on it. The other one's metal that goes into this thing, and otherwise it won't work. Whoops, too far. And these slide straight in. It's easier if you pull them up, and it goes all the way into this black part, or not this opening part. You want to make sure it goes in all the way. And then that, when you push it out, is going to pull it out. So we'll do the other side now. See, now we're getting to the easier part and the fun part. Again, slide it through the hole. Slide this one in. All the way in. All the way in. All the way in. And we'll try to center that. Okay. So now we just normally I like to actually this was supposed to be open. I guess I forgot to do that. So kind of step in here. And with this, you just push it, and you go like so. And when you push it together, it flexes it out. I want to try to get this a little more centered. And then this pole slides over to lock it into place. Then all we got to do is grab the cross arms, not the cross arms, the poles. Just go like so. We grab one of these, pull it to us, and you get over here. And there's the knob. You just push it, pull it in, and this goes right on there to lock it in. And then we do the other side. And we're done. And we're done. That is it. Whew. Now it's time for a break.